I'm writing on my diary so you guys can watch, Watch me express my feelings because I normally suppress them and that leads me to a whole bunch of shitty self-destructive behaviors. And so right now I'm speaking my truth. Now, where did we leave off? Ah, yeah, you hurt people too. And I will be the first to say it to you, even if everybody hates me for it, just like how you did. Who got the juice? You know what I mean? Like, you gotta write your feelings because you don't want to cuss at people. You don't want to punch people in the face. You gotta write that shit. You gotta express that shit exactly the way you feel it so that you can evaluate as you go, not judging yourself, but just observing the thoughts that are arising within you. And that way you can gain a better perspective, a more broad, more wide perspective towards the issue that you are being faced with. I have always tried to avoid conflict within my life. Why? Because I was always scared of saying the wrong thing and making people feel bad about themselves. And I have to be the good one and I have to act like no. Okay? That shit gets you fucked up. Because every single conflict that happens in your life happens for a reason. It's not just like, oops, this happened, oops. It's like, no, it's like, oops, but it's like, oops on purpose. Like, it's here on purpose. There's a curriculum or there's information that you are going to now study for your next step on your life, in your growth, your whatever. And that's why it's important to tackle that shit, And if you can't tackle it in the moment and you're like, oh, fuck, like, I can't, deal with this shit right now. And you gotta go back to your self-sabotaging behavior. You gotta, check out for a while. Do it. I'm not gonna be here and tell you, oh, you gotta do it every time. No. It can be hard sometimes to face yourself and face things, face your true feelings, especially if it's a conflict between your family members who, you want their approval. Obvious fucking because you're fucking family. You're gonna be around them at dinner events, family shit, dinner events. Nobody has fucking dinner, but you know what I mean. We're gonna be around each other. We're gonna see each other face to face. And if you avoid the conflict and you deny truth, and truth isn't always, it's painful at first, but once you really integrate everything, the truth is actually going to set you free. But if you deny everything and you just close the damn thing for good and you never bring it up again for the rest of your life, that's not going to work. At least for me, it's not going to work because I'm going to feel it. And quite frankly, I don't feel comfortable with just leaving shit to rot somewhere, pick that shit up, clean it up. It's nasty, it smells gross, and it's disgusting to look at, but it's gonna fucking rot. I had a conflict with my family. I have it all the time, but not all the time, but I had one recently, and I developed an ailment, a physical ailment at my armpits. I got an allergic reaction in my armpits, and so my armpits started to develop this weird rashy feeling, and I realized I needed to express my anger to my family, because see, this is the thing about family. Love is so conditional nowadays. It's not even that it's conditional. They love us, right? But it's just they try to defend themselves, their insecurities and their trauma. They try to defend themselves by projecting onto us, the children or the daughters or the sons or whatever. And I don't blame them, but I'm not happy about it either. Why? I'm not gonna lie, it makes me angry because then I feel ashamed for shit that's not even my shit, for wanting to abandon myself for them because they're my family and they love me and they say they love me, and their perspective is higher than mine. You know, especially when, I don't know if you guys have ever had this where you tell your parents how you feel, and then they just like tell you, well, I buy you this, well, I buy you that, well, I do this, well, I do that, and you're just like, that's not part of what I'm talking about. That's not what I'm talking about. I know you do shit for me. I know you love me. You know, I know you love me. I had people, like, I know love is everywhere. I know this phone loves me. Love don't mean shit, but it's the way you love me that matters. And when I was a kid, I was basically told that my preferences didn't matter, that they know what's best. And that damaged me because then I lost myself completely. And I completely fell into this shame spiral, fear, denial. Like, I just had to, like, cope, you know? And that's where that enmeshment trauma begins, where you start thinking that you have to lose yourself to stay connected to people. Do you know what kind of fucked up shit that does to people? That's why we isolate ourselves. That's why people start getting addictions and depression.